Yeah, they stretchy.
I don't know if it's because I'm getting high that they're getting cooler, but those are some cool.
I don't know. I'm not you. Maybe forget what I was gonna say. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah. What
We were talking
come
about.
on.
Well, he brought up global warming. You asked him
yeah.
why he
Yeah,
asked
I was like,
that.
why?
Yeah.
How did we get to
Because I
global?
was just thinking of like, dang, like I should care more about the Earth, you know?
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Like, we not gonna be alive for half that shit anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
Legit.
Facts.
I
Maybe.
kind
What
of
if they come up with
disagree
some
on
shit,
the.
though? What if they come up with some shit?
Would you do it?
Yes, I'm down for
So
all
you
the
would-
What type of
fuckery.
shit?
Like some put your body into a robot type shit. To where like your soul, they figured out how to transfer your soul into a robot. That's the only thing they can't get right now. They can't get like.
Would you
that
want your
part.
soul in a robot?
Yeah.
I
You
feel like
think
that'll
you're
happen.
Your soul? I mean, like just your soul. Like you, like I mean, I know our body is just flesh, but like I don't
Yeah,
want to
like-
be no fucking robot though. Like I don't
Well,
know. Like
I honestly,
I like my flesh body. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
honestly think robots are a little bit too primitive. I honestly think robots are a little bit too primitive for that application. Like when we get to that point, yeah, because like I do feel like within probably the next 10 to 20 years we'll be able to upload human consciousness once somebody dies onto the internet.
Yeah.
I think that you're just gonna live in the cloud. Like I think you're just gonna live on the internet.
No, that don't seem like something I want to do.
But
I
you
mean,
wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know. I'm saying, but are we supposed to know though? Isn't that the point of doing it? So that like, is it this person alive or is it just?
But what does it mean to be alive? If your consciousness is alive, then are you alive? Or are you just attached to the body that you're in? I don't necessarily like. I feel like a body is like a rented space.
Yeah.
Like for a soul, it's like an avatar. Like you're playing a role for a little bit, but then like you're so caught up in the avatar while you're living life that it's like, oh, I forgot that I was a god. I forgot that like my soul is not of this planet. I forgot these things. Like I'm so stuck in this worldly place.
Okay, so then when you upload it, that's what I'm asking. Is this person aware? Is this person conscious? Are they alive? Or is it
I feel
just...
like they're not alive.
So it's just waiting. It's just being stored.
I feel like doing that is honestly just a way to take people's money, because I don't think
Yeah.
a soul can be captured. I do think you can take the essence of a person and reprogram that into
you know
something.
what? Bringing it back to religion, I feel like only certain religions would do that. Because if you believe in coming back,
I don't think any
reincarnation-
religions would do that.
Well, not religion. I mean people who identify with certain religions.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you believe in reincarnation, I feel like that will stunt that process.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I just, because I'm just like, I'm under the impression that our souls kind of travel.
Mm-hmm.
So that would
I
be
agree.
keeping a soul captive.
Yeah, that's
I feel like people probably really wouldn't do it, religious people, because
I don't
how would
think
your
religious
soul
people
get to
do it.
heaven?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
know,
I
how
think
would
that's the
Joseph-
part that they haven't figured out, like how to capture a soul, like how to keep.
I hope they never figure it out.
I honestly think they figured it out. I don't think that it's a tool that they're going to use at a mainstream level to make you aware of it.
Got you.
I feel like they're capturing souls at concerts. I feel like they're capturing souls when you watch TV, like in so many like situations. Like it's like soul depletion methods. Like human energy harvesting.
Yeah. I definitely get the human energy harvesting part for sure. But I think that I guess maybe it's consciousness then that I'm talking about that they can't like bottle up, like the fact that I know that I am this, like that portion. You get what I'm
That
saying?
awareness?
Yeah, like that. Like
Yeah.
that's the like. I've seen the video where it was like talking about a guy who tried to teleport. Like he got really close, but he got fucked up. Like he because it's a lot of shit that like has to transfer. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I never read about that.
Yeah, because you could do it, but like it's a lot.
I've heard,
like,
yeah,
the
it's just
DNA code is so, you know.
It's our molecules. You have to. I think we talked about this before. Like, if you were to really, really go fast enough, you would be able to like go through a wall or something like that. But we just can't physically do it here because it's just not. This isn't really the space for it, but it should be possible. Like,
I feel like scientifically
like,
it could be possible. It's just I don't know if humans at this point are like the thing that it's made to be possible for.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Because I think anything is possible, but then like humans are very limited to what they could do to a certain extent with like the portion of like our brain and all of this that we've unlocked or whatever. I do feel like there's a lot more that humans can do. You know, but as far as like it happening now or being able to happen now, I feel like it either take like you got to be a monk somewhere like fully isolated and go through, you know, like this ridiculous discipline.
Like somebody dedicated their life to that.
And
only that.
Are we still in the age of enlightenment?
I don't know. Do you feel enlightened?
Yeah, but
Are we in the light?
Oh gosh. Because I'm just like, I feel like there was a point in time where it was like, oh, we're in the age of enlightenment, or even like with the new generation, like they were saying that these new kids are like the damn, the word is escaping me, but
like the indigo children and shit like that.
Huh?
Like the indigo children.
Yeah, and I feel like at the height of that, it feels like the most ignorant shit is being the most promoted and the most like, you know what I mean? And you know, I've said it for a long time, like I feel like they are purposely trying to dumb us down and like make like certain types of backwards shit, like, you know, regressive shit popular and in, and you know, killing and, you know, drugs and all this stuff.
But then that's the point of media. Not that it is the point, but it's the point of media propaganda.
Right,
and
to control.
in this country,
right,
and in many countries, like governments use the media to control the masses. You know, they sprinkle stuff in, because like I didn't realize this before, but you know, all that, like when we were growing up, all of that commercials with the super cheesy, like, you know, when they do that, show you the ooze and cheese, those be sponsored by like the Cheese Association. And like, you know, they get funding to do this, and you follow these things and implement these things, and then like now people eat same thing with orange juice and oranges. You know, there's a big campaign to like get people to think like, oh, orange juice is the most healthy thing ever.
No, yeah, it's funny that you said the cheese
sugar
thing, because I hate fucking cheesy ass videos. They
I don't like cheese at all.
I love cheese. I cannot stand when people pound cheese and cheese on shit.
We drinking like think about like you sucking like cow.
I never understood
cow udder juice.
Dude, a cow has 4 stomachs. There's no way we can handle that. Like, there's no way that's okay for your body.
It's not made for humans. And then you let it get old and you eat it as cheese?
Right, so think
all
about
right,
it.
I love cheese. We're not talking about cheese.
Think about it from like a flip side, right? You know that like it's good to have breast milk. Could they have a like farm where they're making women make breast milk for us to drink?
I wish the fuck they would.
Which is more fucked up, having us drink the cow? Or
I feel like for humans that would make more sense.
Yeah.
But in terms of the way society works, people think that's the craziest thing ever. You got like women hooked up to fucking. But if there was a market and they could sell their own directly and like open small businesses selling like breast milk and stuff like that, then I could see that.
It's expensive. There are women who sell
I ain't buying it
donate it. Ooh, my bad. Now, what the hell you need breast milk?
I ain't a breast milk nigga.
No, yeah, for real, it really is good for you.
Y'all could be drunk off the breast milk. I'm alright.
You down to eat a placenta?
I wanted to try the placenta pills.
It gotta be like it gotta be like pill or something. I ain't just gonna be like, all right, we just cut it up right now. It gotta be cut up with some other stuff.
Yeah,
mixed
like a
in
whole
there.
meal. Yeah, like it's not gonna look like just a blow. Like it's gonna be cooked, sauteed.
You can't tell me.
I don't think I want to eat a a placenta state.
No, have you heard about the like?
No, I've
heard
eating
about
it.
them drying them and putting them into like supplement pills.
Yeah, I
type
heard
thing.
people like ingesting it.
But I heard it was for the woman whose placenta it is. I've never heard of other people eating placentas.
Why would it only work for her?
Well, it's just.
I mean, men and women bodies are different.
I mean, it's nutrient dense. It's nutrient dense either way.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I've only heard of people eating their own placentas. Not. I don't know if I would want to eat somebody else's placenta.
Y'all got off topic and shit. Y'all ever seen the Holy Ghost?
A Holy Ghost? I've never seen
I
it.
used to fake it every Sunday though.
People be faking it so much. I swear, I've been in church.
Is it fake though? So what is a Holy Ghost? I mean, I know what it is.
Sunday.
So my thing is,
she had the Holy Ghost.
People are hypocrites because technically that's a possession.
Yeah.
Like, and the way that I see like angels and demons are one and the same. They just like some are fallen, you know, and deal within the earthly realm in terms of like power and abilities.
Is that what a demon is? Because I thought demons were.
A demon is a fallen angel.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. I thought demons were a whole nother creation completely.
I'm not no expert.
Yeah, I don't even know. I have
you know,
no idea.
but from my perspective, I feel like there was a point in time people were just gods, and there were different types of gods and different categories of angels and stuff like that. People rebel, and then, you know, I feel like this is hell. Earth is hell. They were sent here to deal with that. This is the devil's realm.
I read this book, and he said that God was a positive ions and the devil was a negative ions, and that was it. There was nothing else.
I mean,
like, it was a lot more to that, but like that's basically what he was saying. Like, just that's all it is. Just God is a positive ions and the devil is a negative ions, and they, even in the form of energy, like the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
Just that.
Light and dark energy.
Yeah, like and that was it.
Because you need both.
You have to have. Exactly.
You always need both.
Exactly. Yeah. I was pretty like.
Do y'all feel like we really need evil though?
Yeah.
We do.
Do we need it?
We do.
Why?
I feel like beauty is on the edge of chaos. You don't a lot of times do things.
But is chaos evil though?
I don't think chaos is evil.
Cause I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think we need evil.
Because we need.
or is it for our own ego? Is that the birth of ego?
Like,
you need evil so that you could feel good or see good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it does just make you look at different perspectives too, because you have the evil side and the light side. So it just, you know. It's more
I feel like that always like there needs to be a balance at all times. And I'm not saying that like if somebody does something really good, somebody else got to go kill somebody like to balance it out. But like there always has to be a yin and a yang.
It's certain evils I feel like we can live without. Okay, I don't understand good and bad, but goddamn evil.
No, now the way that evil manifests, I'm not saying that it is a good thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Ooh.
I'm just saying that it exists. You know, like there's always like, do you feel like people are like what do you think about human nature? Like, do you think like humans are like evil by default? Like they'll always do the most negative thing possibly? Or do you think that humans tend to seek the most positive option for
Damn, I don't know. You know, I think about this all the time.
I think humans are generally good people.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, I think they're good people.
Like from existence, not from this.
There's always a couple bad seeds. I just think I think that like majority of people are good people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the bad seeds come from misunderstandings.
Mm-hmm.
And like
I could agree with that.
Misunderstandings and interpretation. Because somebody might interpret doing something really bad to someone as loving them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's why I said from existence. Because I'm like, I feel like right now where we are in time, it's like obviously people are fucked up and traumatized and shit like that. So it's like, it's easy to be like, nah, people is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People, they be doing some fucked up shit. It seems like everybody want to be toxic and everybody want to be, you know, this and that. So it's like, damn, like, do people really look for the good? Because I know that's what I be doing. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I want to fucking, I want to be happy. I want to, you know, whatever. but it's like it seemed like everybody want to hurt somebody else. You know what I mean? And so that makes me question.
I do think the path that we're on now promotes more evil than good, because evil either makes more money or is more entertaining.
Legit. 100%.
Whatever's the most entertaining is what people want.
Absolutely.
It's not necessarily about like what's good, what's right, or what's wrong. It's like, all right, what will get the most attention?
Who the fuck said good was boring?
It is
people on the internet that don't look at the shit that's good. People that don't, and not saying like quality wise, but people that don't look at the, you more than likely to watch a fight than somebody helping a lady cross the street.
Yeah.
Or the person is not going to get on social media and talk about it. If somebody's like giving out money to people and they actually care, they're not going to put it on social media.
Facts.
And if they're putting it on social media, people going to question the motives of what they're doing.
I was going to say it's only because people question the motives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, some people, they probably want to put it on social media to encourage other people to do the same. So somebody can be like, damn, all right, I want to go, when I see the next homeless person, I want to go, you know, give some money or whatever, do something good, or, you know, and some people, they probably do it just to be like, you know, get that praise. Mm-hmm. And get the benefits of being seen as that type of person. You know what I mean?
Is that wrong though? Like, cause you want to get praise?
I don't
like
think it's
helping
wrong.
People for the praise. Like, is something wrong with that?
If you're doing it just for the praise, yeah.
Why? You still helping
you're still
people?
Yeah, but it's.
You get what I'm saying?
Because it's. I don't think it's a bad
like
thing to want attention.
That feeds an ego.
That's more so.
And.
But like, as long as you continue to help people for the praise,
what are you doing in your other aspects of life?
That's irrelevant.
So what does the praise do for you though?
It's really relevant.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just proposing a question.
The person in that situation, the praise would have to do something for them. Like the praise would more than likely be a drug to them.
In that sense,
That's why I was bringing up the other aspects of your life, because if you're a shitty person in all the other aspects of your life, but you help people for the sole point of being praised, you know what I mean? When people see people helping people, they think that they're a good person. So if you're being a good person, but in your other areas of life, you fucking people over, you know, doing all type of abusive shit or whatever, then it is a bad thing to just help people just for praise, because it's to mask other things.
Right. Yeah. I think people do a lot of things just to. I think the majority of life, unfortunately, is done to make people feel better about themselves. Unfortunately, even like in relation to like a lot of times when people come together to go to a church, because a lot of times when I look at a church, I just look at that as like a place where people get together. And like in that place, a lot of people are there like from, oh well, I need to be a good person to go to heaven. I need to be a this and that. Like you know, you trying to build up your stats to be like acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes people are there because they want to be, or helping because they want to be. But like, I do think a lot of people just do stuff for that end reward. Like the same thing with like Ivan. You know, like he do a lot of stuff only for the reward. It's like, well, every action need a reward.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's wrong to want to be rewarded. You know, whether your reward could be money, your reward could be pleasure, it could be anything. You know what I mean? Reward, you know. And I don't think that that's wrong, but I think it more so has to do with, like I said, just the whole picture of, you know what I mean? Will you do anything for that reward? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because there's some people who, I guess that just bringing it back to religion, you know, they go and they, even though killing is a sin, but they'll kill for their religion as they think the reward is I'm a warrior of Christ or whatever, or you know, so I think it just depends on how are you going out and getting that reward. You know what I mean? Yeah. You brought up something that kind of made me think about like the first thing that I had asked you, and you had said you didn't really think that religion existed. Yeah. I kind of feel like religion is a tool. Yeah. And like it kind of just exists as a tool. Yeah. For better or for worse. You know, because there's positive things of getting people together to all believe in one thing. You could religiously believe in going to the store, and like I don't know.
All right, I get you now. At first, but I gotta follow you.
Religiously believe in like getting together to smoke, or you know, like every week you know, or some shit, or you know.
Yeah. Like, yeah, no, 100%. I agree.
I don't know who this is on. This is on me.
I just wrote it. Anybody?
I love that you said that because Thomas, you're starting a religion.
Yeah.
You're starting up a religion, and it's based on bringing everybody together. Or you can tell it.
Yeah, the universal.
For y'all.
Yeah, the Universal Church of Green. Like
transition.
Right. We just all get together, and you know, I'm gonna have like speakers come. To where everybody could just different speakers. Like we have the first guy that I already booked. He's coming to talk about credit. Like he's super good at it. Like super good at it. Yeah, he's super good at it. And but yeah, basically you just come and we'll have like somebody come like regular like normal church. They read out all the events, and then we have like a 5-minute session for everybody to roll up. And then we say a prayer, which is just us smoking, you know what I'm saying? And then we probably have like a little spiel that we say that keeps us together, you know, something cool. And then the guy comes up, talk, you know, like that. And then we end the same thing. We roll up and leave like that. Yeah. But I want it to be like a real like together thing. Like everybody, like I know that like churches take money. So like, but like I want them to see the money. Like we're gonna buy like first thing, yeah, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna buy like some real estate, you know what I'm saying, and then like we'll all have a place to have our events at or something. You know, it's like just something just so that we all can, you know, have stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying, like. Even though a little piece of real estate, we might all be getting $5 each, but you know what I'm saying, the next one, you know what I'm saying, like that, it just exactly like a real like a community like culty type of situation, you know. That's what it'll turn into.
Cold
I can't
is not a bad word.
I can't wait.
Cold is not a bad word.
No, I know. I'm just.
It's gonna be awesome.
Because you look up the definition of cult, I'm saying it's not a bad word by default.
Right.
Well, I don't know.
Let's do it.
But like my concept of cult isn't really.
Yeah, mine either.
Not necessarily a bad thing. It's just people coming together for like either a specific cause or a set of
like religion
morals or like exactly.
Yeah, right. I think I look at them as equal.
A system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object. So
yeah, see. Yeah, exactly.
But it's not devoted to weed.
Well, it's growth.
It's devoted to growth.
The growth. It's about growing. Yeah, and then the green is weed, money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's Universal Church of Green, because it's not just about weed, you know what I'm saying? Like all of the aspects of your life.
One part is
culty.
Something that's regarded by others as strange or sinister.
But anything could be regarded as strange or sinister.
I feel like everybody
could just be in here wearing
just be
like
strange. If it's not Christianity or whatever, it's strange.
Oh, yeah.
Or like,
legit.
Know.
Like legit.
Y'all different. What y'all in there talking about spirits?
Legit.
Y'all talking about spirits.
We in there swallowing baby blood.
Y'all conjuring up the weed devil in there?
100%, yeah, like 100%. But yeah.
And I'm mainly around Christians, so that's why I don't even talk about Christians, because I don't really be around other religious people like that.
Why
so
do you think?
I can't really.
Why do you think that? And this is just my opinion, but why do you think that the majority of like African Americans, and I'm only speaking on African Americans specifically. I know Christianity is a worldwide thing, but like, why do you think that a lot of African Americans don't venture out of Christianity and like never question it? Like a lot of people in my family just like the moment you say anything that's like not exactly on the book that they ain't read, because they ain't nobody read the Bible. You know, I sat there and read through the majority of the Bible. These niggas ain't read the Bible.
I don't know. I think it really do have to just go back to slavery and stuff. Just like that was beaten into them. They had to, you know, these people was forcing people to be Christians and to believe in God and Jesus and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like forced. And I feel like at a certain point, it's like it's faith. You gotta hold on to something. When you in horrendous ass space, you know what I mean?
And if you're told,
and that mentally despair, like, you know, like, yeah.
And if you're told that like somebody else is in control, somebody's gonna make it all right. Somebody's gonna like, and then on top of that, if you hold the image of a white person doing that over that, you know, that person don't gotta be a white person. You know, like you fill in that blank and it could be whatever. You know, like you taking away the blame of your life and taking away the like, you know, I ain't got to solve it because I can give it to God. I'm not saying that that's wrong, because like in
I feel
reality,
like it's wrong, man.
it's wrong depending on how you phrase it. Because what people on the other side will just tell you to do is like, oh well, you gotta really manifest it. You gotta really believe. You gotta really this and that. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You're giving, like, instead of to God, you're giving it to the universe. Oh, it'll work itself out. It'll solve itself out. Like, you're just hoping that something else.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's
just that faith of just I can't. I feel like it's something I'm not in control of, and whatever it is in control of, I pray that it works out. You know what I mean? I pray, and I just feel like I pray.
When I think about
what's prayer,
faith.
I'm gonna come back to that after you finish your thought.
When I think about like how like black people in Christianity, I think about like it was this like little saying that this daughter and this mom and the grandma, they were all at the same place, and they had a recipe, and the recipe was like, you always got to cut the edges off. That's really important. And they asked the mom didn't know, and they asked the grandma, and the grandma said because we didn't have enough. That's why they cut the edges off. But like they have way more now, so why do they still cut the edges off? Just because that's what they used to do. So that's how I feel about like Christianity. Like they just everybody just did it, so everybody feels like they have to. Yeah, like they have to do it. Like,
just like when it's not a controversial topic no more. Just like when Obama got elected, like a lot of people that know nothing about anything just was like, oh, he black.
We just have to do it.
Yeah.
Even
Obligation.
When Biden just got elected, it was
that
shit,
was
not
silly.
Trump.
That was
my
so
God.
silly.
But yeah.
Man is a fool.
Oh my God! You see
Trump
him?
was an asshole, but man is
Biden
is a fool.
You see him fall off that bike?
Yes.
Trump ain't never fell off no bike.
Oh my
Trump ain't gonna get on the bike.
You see?
Trump's not gonna be seen in public in any way that
stick
can
to
make
what
him look bad.
You know what I'm saying? He stick to what he know, making us look good.
I didn't fuck with Trump at all, but that was the only thing I did. I said, like, at least he just fucking...
The one thing, like, in hindsight about Trump, he was just real, like, brass. Just, like, real
really
aggressively opinionated,
I did not
for better or for worse.
But exactly, he fought for what he wanted to see in office.
And he showed us that it's possible.
Yeah, exactly.
So Biden could have technically got in there and like been like, all right, no, fuck this, we're changing this and that.
Even if they say no, it's gonna be a result of it's gonna be.
And then the public is gonna hate them. Like, right.
We're gonna be able to see really what's going on.
But they
and
didn't
just how
understand
much
that.
of a puppet the president has to,
just the idea of Trump being president, he was like on TV. He wasn't a politician. Like the fact that he became president it's stupid. Like it's dumb. We're allowing.
Yeah. Like
this
once
person
that happened, you should have saw it was a game.
Like, come on now.
You like, oh, this isn't real.
Right.
Like, like, come on, can't be serious.
He got banned from Twitter.
He got banned from a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
you know, like,
this is our president.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and the whole country allows this. The people that like nobody said no. Like, this is like nobody thought that was a bad idea.
Because don't nobody know what the fuck they're talking about.
Dude.
That made these last 3 years, that's been more apparent than ever. Don't nobody know what they're talking about.
Dude, they had...
And
did you see...
people gonna push narratives constantly.
Have you seen the story of the guy who was doing sign language with next to Obama and he didn't know how to do sign language? It was like Nelson Mandela's funeral like thing where all the presidents spoke and things like that. He didn't know how to do sign language, and like they had real interpreters like try to do it, and he's like they can't even like how did you get all the way there?
You supposed to I feel like the president, and I'm not saying that Trump knew how to do it. He definitely didn't know how to do it.
But he was serious about his image, so he wouldn't allow that to happen.
Right, he wouldn't even did it. He wouldn't have went.
But
I feel like if you're the president, since you're just a puppet, I feel like you need to be a great puppet. You need to be able to speak all the languages. You gotta be able to. That's your only fucking job. Look good and communicate with people.
Dude, just you represent the country. That's it. Just make us look good.
I mean, when people be really weird. You was talking about prayer. What does
I already said it. It's just
faith? One word is not an
I
answer.
actually said a few things. But
I don't
we had got
recall.
off topic a little
I don't
bit.
recall.
But I was just saying it's the same thing as manifesting or just wishing, hoping, praying. I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? So
So you be
it's
praying.
intentional. Oh, I pray all the time, but you know.
Yeah, I feel like a prayer is just another way to say like keeping it on your mind, like the same thing like that. Like when people say like that's how I feel about it.
I'm joking about it, but I pray too.
I don't call it praying though, but like I talk to the universe all the time. I would consider that equivalent to praying.
Yeah.
I high key definitely went in a circle, right? So like I went through the whole like anti-God, God don't exist, then to the universe thing, but then like from my perspective now, like it's completely the same.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'll reference the universe as God.
100%.
You know, just because like it is what it is. Like just like it don't. And now like I kind of find myself falling into Christianity a little bit more.
Yeah.
But like I understand the words differently.
Is it because you're comfortable with that? Because that's what you were raised in?
I'm comfortable with the language.
Yeah.
I don't really follow the book.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
yeah.
Every necessarily in the book, but like the language.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's more so what you really are interpreting it to be.
Yeah.
Because even Jesus was a teacher. There are many teachers, like not raised above any other teacher.
100%.
He's a teacher.
Yeah.
You know, and like there are teachers that teach the word of God. God is the spiritual connection between all of us and the way that we, you know, and like looking at it from that perspective, now I can kind of enjoy some music that I didn't really enjoy before. You know, just because like I can appreciate it.
Oh, I get what you're
read
saying.
certain things and like understand them, and still associate, because it's pointless to argue back and forth with somebody. You know, this and this and this. It's like as long as you believe in something and you trying to make yourself better.
Legit.
I ain't here to dictate your life.
Yeah.
That whole make yourself better.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Actually be a part of society.
Yeah, as long as you ain't like fucking with
like,
me, trying to fuck with other people.
Right? Like don't
you know,
like just that'd be my big thing. Like, you know, just stay in the people's business. If they're not messing with somebody else, you know what I mean? Like, you know me, I'm like my bubble.
People knows
I feel like that's what it is.
You say that, but you be nosy.
My bubble. Oh,
Man.
I'm nosy, but what I'm saying is I'm not about to sit there and vilify somebody for something that they're doing that has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? Nothing to do with anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
They're not harming anybody. You know, like that type of stuff. If somebody's harming somebody else, then of course it's like we as a community need to step up and say something about that and be like, you know, this person is a harmful person or whatever, you're doing this to other people. If you're not doing it to anybody else, why do I give a fuck?
Mind your business.
You know what I mean? Like, and that goes into the laws that we have, or you know, just certain shit. Like it's just
so off topic, but a lot of the laws that we have don't abide by the law. There's like, I feel like there's only one set of laws, and we keep making all these other interpretations of those set of laws, and it's like freedom of speech is freedom of speech.
Right.
Like it don't need to be. Now, people be caring about that when it works for them. Like I be seeing people all over Twitter and stuff, like when something don't align with your freedom of speech.
Sometimes you do just want somebody to shut the fuck up because they're
That's
talking
cool.
about some bullshit.
That's cool. You're allowed to say shut the fuck up, but you can't make them shut the fuck up.
Legit.
And you can't get mad if they shut the fuck. You could log off.
But I do feel like insightful words, like you know, like when you're trying to incite people to do something, where is that at?
I think that's cool.
You should have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Whatever consequences are that, but you shouldn't be forced to take the shit down.
I feel like
there should be consequences, but
going back to Trump, because he was banned and stuff like that, do you feel like he should have been, or you know, because that whole January 6th thing?
No, I think it was cool.
Like, I don't think he should have been banned. I want to say that we need to just stop taking shit so seriously on the internet, but like I do think that they like the least that they could have did. No, so like so in a with somebody in a public office, I don't think that they should have been banned. I feel like being banned should probably be illegal, but there should be something on your account. Like, okay, like this is like a note over like this information has done this, and yeah. And then you decide to look at it.
Warning, idiot loading.
You know, like you decide to look at it if you want.
Yeah.
Like, but like it's us that takes the information and like makes it a thing, right? Because it's literally just somebody on the internet. But so many people believe in these things. So many people were passionate about that person that they were just like, I'll risk my life and do whatever you want. That's a problem with humanity. I feel like that's a problem with people. To feel like they can love a president and want to die for this country after it's fucked over this many people this many times is completely silly.
See, that's what I'm saying though. It's like, damn, so you know, it's a thin line because you can say, okay, there are some instances where we need to step in.
My perspective on it though, I don't think policing needs to exist. I feel like there should be laws and consequences for those laws. Like if you run a fucking red light, there should be an automatic ticket.
Okay, but
no matter what.
If
you fire a gun at a person, well, we're already 100% surveilled.
No, 100%. If you got a phone, there.
If you agree to carry a phone with you, you're already
100%.
But I do want to get away with some crime, okay? I want to have the chance. I feel like we deserve to have the chance to get away with crime. I'm sorry.
But
I feel like you gotta be smart enough to do that.
Shouldn't be illegal.
Okay.
You get me? Like basic, like if you're gonna decide to drive, I feel like there should be basic rules for driving. And it's like if you decide to get in the car, you break that rule, whatever the fuck you deal with that.
Yeah, I hate it.
If we could keep people safe by like doing
I hate
when
people be doing stupid shit. But I mean, I do want to go fast and I do want to swerve a little bit.
But I think that there should be places for that.
And I don't be putting people, in danger all the time.
We could make places for that. This would be a whole rewriting of society. Like we would have to make places for people to just wildly do whatever they want. I don't think it would be a utopia.
I just love the idea of the utopian society. But like not with the senator backdrop. You know what I mean? Like a real, like not scary movies utopia.
What's your definition of utopia?
Just a safe, loving, like everybody just cool.
That can't exist because there's always.
I'm like, oh my gosh! Like I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be no conflict or nothing, but it's like, damn, like you just don't be feeling like it's not that's like not that serious. Because I take a lot of shit serious. I'm very sensitive, but to take it to a place of hate.
So,
like, you know what I mean? Like to get.
Let me give you a perspective because I've kind of thought about this for a little bit, but like, let's say because people automatically put like certain communities, like this is a bad area, that's a bad area, this and that. But the circumstances and the opportunities in those areas and the nutrition and things that are there are completely lacking. If like you had a community where like everybody's finance and everybody's like food, well, like you go get food, you co-own the grocery store, but you work at the grocery store, you sell I know there's co-ops, but like that applied to everything. Ain't nobody go shoot up nothing because everybody owns the shit.
Right, exactly.
And there's a way for people to make money
and
there.
To thrive. People
only do shit because they see like, okay, there's no way to make money. And I know a way to make money.
Right.
I could take it.
I'm sorry, in jobs, I'm not saying I wouldn't get a job, or I'm not saying anything about people who have jobs because obviously we need a fucking job, but they're so demeaning. Like I'm just like, it's just so like.
Some people like it though.
What is the purpose of working?
We need people to work those jobs.
But what I'm saying is, it needs to be like what you were just saying. You don't feel like. You know what I mean? You don't feel like, oh, I don't want to go into work because why the fuck I'm not making enough money? I still got to go home and struggle. I still got to go. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like,
that's the owners and the management.
Right.
Like, people
but in your society, it
more.
Wouldn't be like that. It would be like, okay, so what? I do this job or that job, or that I'm working. My life is good and comfy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't technically feel like people should have to pay rent to live places.
Yeah,
I feel like
or to take a bath, like to be clean. I feel like everybody deserves to fucking go wash their ass.
Now you should still have to pay for things. I'm not saying that,
right.
But like the money and the spending and the economy should come from extra things.
What good does it do to have people walking around not clean?
Right. Well,
and then we don't want
it creates a hierarchy. Well, it creates disease, but then most importantly, it creates a hierarchy and makes people with more money feel better.
Right.
You know,
ego. That's what I'm saying. You need the
and
evil.
Unfortunately,
you need the bad,
a lot of
so
the people
you
with
feel
money,
good, and that's weird.
Yeah, but then like on the other side of that, like when a lot of times when people end up making a lot of money, like they had to go through so much to end up making that money, so then they can become a really bitter person. And then it's like, oh well, now of course I'm not helping you. Of course I'm this and that. You know what I went through with that this and that. How many people turned me down, this and that and that. You know, you don't gotta be completely bitter after that. But like, I would understand if somebody get bitter.
All the time.
You know, like rappers talk about it all the time. It's like I'm balling out now because like I ain't never had this. Like, and wouldn't nobody ever like around me go think this. And I'm going back where I was at because I need to show niggas that I got this now. Even though it don't make no sense.
And I hate that people really just you kill these people.
Because you got it. Like people be like forgetting. People think they different when they come back.
From where I'm from, like I want to see those people.
Everybody not like that.
Because then that's going. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we from the north side.
That's
you know,
how
like
people
for
should
me,
feel. But you're gonna
like,
always have somebody that does not care about how you feel about the north side. You know, like they would just be like, money. Got it.
What money are you getting though?
They don't think that far. Yeah, you might get a chain. You might kill somebody and take a chain.
Right.
Not thinking about nothing. You more than likely go end up in jail or doing.
They doing it for just the clout. They doing it just to have their name. Like I did that. Like,
yeah. Because now you could rap about it and make a song about it and get on. You can get on about making songs like about how you detail murdered people.
And then you go to jail.
But that you on
and
though.
And then wasn't worth it.
But you on.
That's all they really
for
became.
Your 15.
That's all they really became.
But you
about.
get the 15.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I know.
You know?
I just be trying to. Like,
some people is just like is just fully the bag.
Yeah.
All the time. No matter who you step over or not.
Yeah, I think that's like taking the easy way out, like trying to just do it like that, like, because it's easy to rap, like it's easy to fucking kill somebody, like that's easy. It's easy to go to jail, like they feed you, they take care of you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's easy. Like starting some shit is hard.
That's why a lot of people don't do it.
It's hard. Like it's hard.
But then I feel like that's why those people end up making more money, and I feel like you can't hate those people for that.
Legit, yeah. That's why, like, cause I get what you're saying about everybody like doing everything. Cause I want to like have it like that, but like somebody has to be in charge. Like somebody,
yeah, of course.
Somebody has to be. Even if it's a group of people that like they vote, but like they have
like
people
in charge need to really, you know, be a good
those
person.
people got to be.
Like,
yeah.
Still,
no, I agree with that.
Right.
Trying to be in charge.
Yeah, but I feel like that's where the dilemma get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We
becomes
need organization to make group decisions and a representative to.
Legit.
You know, but I get that.
Y'all seen that video of that pastor that called the
many videos of pastors
that called the congregation broke, busted, and disgusted because he didn't have a watch. He was like, I asked y'all. Yeah, he was like, I told y'all I wanted this watch, and it months then rolled by. I still don't got the watch. I'm not worth y'all McDonald's money. I'm not worth this money. Like, and he apologized for it. But I remember going to your mom's church in Georgia, and remember the pastor was like, oh, add an extra 0 or 2 on your thing. And I was surprised because they was taking card numbers. I was like, oh, I don't got no cash. They was like, we got the little thing, and he was telling me,
like, now you go in there, we got cash out.
That's so crazy.
They'll like press you. Like,
that is so crazy.
You don't got cash? You got stock? We take stock?
That's it. No. No, but for real, I was in Hawaii and I went to a church and he's like, yeah, I might get me a suit every now and then, and I was like, wow, this is wild. Like y'all just openly saying it now.
A suit every now and then.
But you don't need a Gucci suit.
No, okay, yeah.
No, I don't feel like that. I feel like somebody should buy him a suit. If y'all want him to look nice, y'all love the word that he's saying, go buy that man a suit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like all the money that we put into the pot should be going into making the church nice, getting new amenities, getting better stuff for the kids section. Like, if you want him to look nice, y'all go get him a suit.
Right,
you want him
right.
to drive a nice car because he's representing you guys.
Yeah.
Go get him a nice car.
True.
It's enough of you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What's a nice
Y'all
car?
can pull together.
Yeah, you know what I'm
You just need
saying?
a
Like if
clean
y'all got
car.
pastor suit fun.
Look, legit,
in the corner,
legit.
that's cool.
Like, you
Yeah,
know,
for real.
like that. Like,
y'all
I'm,
got the announcements at the beginning. This is where
So
we're
you
at
think
in the
it's wrong
pastor
just for
suit
him just to
fun.
take it out the general collection?
exactly. Like, I feel like it shouldn't be like
Not
that. I
allowed to
feel like,
spend that.
yeah, like, I
He
feel like that
does
should.
suit every now and then. He didn't.
No, he did say that.
I want to see what type of suit he got, but he said a
What
suit
you,
every
what you
now
mean
and
you
then.
don't want your
like,
pastor to look fly?
well, I'm just saying, like, you
I'm
know.
over here speaking, spreading the word of the
Dude.
Lord, and you want me to look like a broke nigga?
That's how I feel. Look, I feel.
you
That's
know,
how I
people
feel.
will
Look,
talk bad about a pastor.
That's what I'm
there
saying.
looking-
So, if you
you
come-
will not follow a dusty.
But I need the
busty
But
Gucci
if-
suit
if
with
pastor.
with the Gucci link.
Man.
I need
Now, you don't need all that.
No,
though.
I do.
That should be. Then you spend
So
your
you don't
money.
Because, okay.
you don't think that God's word
I can
is
say,
worth
yeah,
being delivered this way.
I can say why he needs it because
Yeah.
when he wears it, it makes him feel better to preach the word better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's why he
You
need
know,
the
he
Gucci
Gucci,
links.
though, he have a
No,
logo.
that's why he
He have a
need the
logo.
links.
But you unlock a whole different different
Look,
type
your
of Jesus
ego
from
go
the
up here,
diamonds.
so I'm.
The diamonds, the way they reflect, unlock a whole different kind of Jesus.
I mean, you
Right?
know.
You know? The more iced
You
out
look
you
good. You
get,
do feel good.
You know, you
the
see.
more iced out you get,
Better.
the more grace. You know, you see
Nah.
somebody floating in here with grace.
Now, I feel like they should be, I feel like they should be comfortable, yeah, but I don't feel like, I feel like the whole congregation should have a say of where y'all put
Oh
the
yeah,
money.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know,
Yeah.
and I went to this, actually I did go to a church in Anaheim, I think, or Santa Ana, and they had a board. Now, I don't know how true it was, how accurate it was, but they did have a board, and it said, like, how much money they got, you know, for this month, for this year, you know, stuff like that or whatever.
That's
So
right.
it was like they, you know, they documented it, and they
Yeah.
recorded it. So I feel like something like that to where, you know, you could see, if we got this much money, why the ceiling leaking? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why the bathrooms,
Right.
you know, looking toe up? You know,
Can't
what the
have-
pews is fucking.
Can't have no suit before
Right,
you
you know
fix
what I
the
mean?
building.
Yeah, so, you know, that
Yeah.
seems like something like, okay, you know, this congregation is a unified front,
Mhm.
and they, you know, they really working together. They're a team.
That's
Yeah.
that's why I like small churches. Like, cause I don't really got a problem with church. Like, I like the experience
I
of
love
church
church.
when it's right.
Yeah.
You know, when it's right. And like I was kind of talking to you about this too. Like, but like I really like the concept of like music in churches.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like the way that sound feels in like a cathedral is amazing.
Yeah, legit.
I wish more types of music were allowed to be played in those walls.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, I want
yeah.
to see like performances like music, you know, in them kind of walls.
Legit.
You know,
The Holy
and
Ghost
music is
really come out.
music is religious to me.
No.
Like
No,
that
yeah.
that experience of like getting lost in sound is like a otherworldly like
It
experience.
really is just music in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legit. 100%.
Do y'all so because you got plants and stuff in here, do you be out in nature? That sounds like such an ignorant phrase, but like you be outside,
No, I know what you mean, but
you
no,
be grounded.
no, I really
You
don't.
don't- you don't be
Like I want
sun-gazing?
to,
He's a workaholic.
dude. Yeah, like that's the thing. I want to because I hate that. I like to go like hiking and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm in the plants, I want to go hiking so I can like steal like the plants. But I haven't been in a long time though.
You got the map. Like, all right, they got this species.
Dude,
over here.
legit. I
They
can't
going
wait.
over here.
Now that
Middle of
I'm
the night,
man,
snip, snip.
legit stealing from animals and everything.
I follow the Black Forager, and I've
Yeah,
been wanting,
she-
and I've been
she-
wanting
The
to
girl,
support.
dude,
She is
she's
so cute.
awesome.
Oh
She
my-
is
I
awesome.
love her. She is
is
so
awesome.
Cute.
She's a silly goose in the
I
best
wanna,
way.
oh
Dude,
my
right?
gosh, I want a forest
Dude.
so bad. We should do it.
Nah, you know I
Y'all can
try.
face that.
I try.
Y'all can face that.
I try. Hey, so I
I
found
just
out
don't
like
know where the spots are out here because she's on like the north or the whatever.
no, but she be talking about like a lot of wild
She from
weeds that be growing though.
She from
No, not Long Beach. She like state
No,
wise.
I'm sorry.
No, like
She from like North Carolina?
Northwest. Like
I thought she was from North
I
Carolina.
don't know where she
That's nowhere near
is. She
here.
from North Carolina? I don't know where she's from, but I think she's just
That
somewhere
ain't even
not
north.
out here.
There's more north.
I just said I don't know where she's at. I said where I think
You
she's
need to
at.
know. You tell her drop a pin. You follow her.
I follow her,
If
but
you
I
engage
feel
with
like
her followers, shame on you. Forge them followers.
oh my gosh. I love her. I just don't know where she at. But I know where she at. Our seasons are not the same. That's
No,
all I
she's
gotta
dope
say.
though.
So I don't know like the plants that she be looking at. I don't know where to find them out here.
It'd be like wild weeds that she be having. Like it's crazy a lot of the stuff that like grow from nothing.
Yeah,
That,
and then I'll be thinking too, like, well, I gotta make sure that they didn't use no pesticides.
Yeah, I'll be looking at it. This is cool to look at. I ain't gonna eat none of that.
Oh, for real? Yo,
this is
hey,
entertaining.
you don't
I
never,
wish you were a vegan
you don't
again.
never think you want to try it?
She be
Hell
making
no.
some wild looking vegan stuff.
Like you wouldn't
though. I'm
even
not a
taste
filthy
it?
vegan
I be,
like her.
I ain't gonna lie.
Some of the berries, I'm cool with
Yeah,
berries.
yeah,
She
yeah.
makes like a lot of like
I
different.
don't like mushrooms. She be having a lot of
Yeah,
I
mushrooms.
love
Yeah.
mushrooms, man.
No, you're no.
I
That's,
really want to find some wild mushrooms and eat them and not die.
The way that they look at the bottom with the stringy stuff.
dude, there's so
So
many
weird.
different types of mushrooms.
Mhm.
It's wild,
Yeah, I'm
wild.
sure
They will kill you,
They can do a lot.
No,
dude.
for real.
And then like they will heal you. It's so crazy. Like
Yeah.
I'll never eat a mushroom
They're-
that I don't know
they're-
nothing about. Like,
They've been doing a lot of research into like making like our boxes and stuff out of what's the network that
fungus?
yeah. So funguses they like the roots or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the spores go into
Uh-huh,
the ground, but
yeah.
they communicate through a network.
Oh yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about
But,
that.
like,
Yeah.
You
Ooh,
can
it's
you can
crazy.
grow mushrooms and like have them do that in specific. There's a company
Oh,
that makes them do that in shapes of
yeah,
like containers and stuff like that. So
Whoa,
they're biodegradable.
that's crazy.
And stuff like that.
That
That's
is
wild.
crazy.
You know what company that is?
I forgot.
Man.
That's super dope.
I ain't know computer.
Yeah, no, cause what is it? Fungus is like 20% or 30% of like all of the soil in the whole fucking
And
shit.
it's very smart.
Yeah,
You know,
dude,
we're very, we're
dude.
closely related to fungus.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We
It's
we're
crazy.
related to everything. We're up like the same. So the
We
way
are
I
of
see
the
it,
earth.
we're like by like technically there can be no new anything, right?
Right.
There can be no new atoms, no new
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
It's just transmuted and put in different forms and stuff like that. We are the earth, we are the stars, we are the beginning of the universe, we're the
For
end of the
real,
universe,
like,
we're all
I
of that at
love
one
shit.
time. You know?
Legit.
Would you go to church in the metaverse? You been in the metaverse?
I have not been. I'm scared.
You have been. No,
I ain't
you
been
play
in the
VR
metaverse.
games.
Oh, you know what? But you know what? I would.
You
In the
play
VR?
games.
In the VR, I definitely would.
Well, that's what. Well, so
But I am. But you know me.
there's many metaverses.
You know me. It took me a long time to even be fully like involved in my phone like
Yeah.
that. Like I used to be like, I don't care. I don't want to do it on my phone. I don't want to do it on my. I don't like no taking on my phone. I don't like none of that. I really like to really do stuff in the
Well, you
world.
can't be in the
like,
metaverse.
What's
on
her
the phone.
name?
You can't be in the metaverse on the phone.
no, I'm just saying like technology type shit. And just how.
Somebody just did a concert like that with in the metaverse.
I don't want
What's
to
her
see
name?
no damn no.
Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm
But
not
you had to
paying
like
for it.
go to a theater and put the things
I'm not
on and
paying for
everything.
Yeah, people be
it.
doing
The
that.
Yeah, I think that's
No.
cool.
I don't,
Why wouldn't you
I don't
do
really
that?
like it,
No.
but like it.
Have you been to one?
I'm not paying for that.
No.
Have you been to one? Bits? Have you been to one?
No. Like
No.
I'm saying, I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I'm not
want to see
paying
like
for
a.
that.
Right.
I'm
Why?
not paying for that.
They like they paid to put the whole experience together for you to watch. Like
I
they
think it's
they
cool
put
Like
for,
a movie
for
price,
an artist.
okay, yeah.
I think it's cool
Yeah.
for an artist to do, and if
Okay.
people
Oh,
want
not
to
not
do that,
ticket
cool.
concert price.
No, I don't think.
Oh, okay, yeah,
No.
movie price, like show price, like
Yeah.
how you do it on Amazon, $4.99.
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
not gonna be $4.99.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
I'm just saying,
know.
so y'all see, like,
It's gonna be like 3 Ethereum.
Yeah, like movies
maybe-
don't
maybe
cost
$12.99.
$4.99. Movies cost about
no,
20
yeah,
bucks.
Amazon
$20
Prime,
now.
maybe-
No, I'm
maybe
talking about-
something like-
it's in a
for
theater,
show
though.
or
Amazon
something.
owns the world. Of
You
course
do.
they can charge you
But I'm just-
$4.99 for
But
I'm just-
you gotta
per
go in the
episode.
theater,
Like, I'm
though.
just saying, like,
I like
so
going
No,
to
you
the
go
movie.
price,
to
like,
yeah, like
$15.99.
20 bucks.
That's
What
one
movies you
thing.
go to?
Yeah,
That's one
I would
thing
probably
that.
be okay.
Yeah.
Depending on how long it was. Yeah, that would be okay. Like,
that's one thing I never, like 2 years ago, I never thought that I would say, but like I really fuck with going to movie theaters.
I'm still kind of scared, but I do want to go.
You scared of everything. I've been going to movie theaters since movie theaters opened back up.
Y'all be having me in the world.
But then like I lived in Georgia for a bit, and then like I spend the majority of my time in Orange County, and like so like my perspective is different than yours.
I am scared of those people.
You scared of people in general?
I'll be terrified.
People scary sometimes.
I don't know. I just be like, I think when I have my kids, and that's when it really like, like that's when it really.
You saying
sunk
that like
in.
we didn't know that?
Huh?
Saying that like we didn't know that?
But y'all don't all feel like me.
I had kids.
I'm saying that.
I had
that.
kids. I was on the hospital bed and everything. I was there.
Do you feel like?
Boy, goodbye.
Do you feel like everything is like set in stone already? Like it was gonna happen already? Like whatever happens to you, like.
Yeah, you know what? I used to feel like that, and I don't know if I don't like. I'm not saying I don't feel like that, but like I used to believe in the whole like it didn't matter if they died this way or that way. If it's your time, like you can't escape
that's what I was.
it. Like you know what I mean? Like you can't.
I'm tired.
I still feel like that, yeah.
I would say I'm tying it into the fear thing. So like, why would you be scared of anything if it's your time? It's your time.
I'm just scared. I got anxiety.
But like, if it's your time, it's your time.
Look, I don't.
You can't avoid it. You can't stop it. Nothing.
Just like that, I can't avoid having anxiety. Like that's just how I feel. Like,
I get you. I get you.
I'm a real anxious person too, and like my approach to that is like, because I go through the fear thing.
Yeah.
But when I get scared, I need answers.
Yeah, yeah,
so
legit.
I'm gonna get as many opinions as possible, and then make an opinion based on those opinions.
Legit.
Yeah.
You know, and my opinion changed over time. Like I got vaccinated and got like a booster and did all this stuff. You know, like I don't really believe in it, but I did the steps because like I didn't want nobody to make a choice for me.
Right.
And I kind of saw it turning into like, all right, well they're gonna force you to do this, and I got to fly. Like I had to get on a bunch of flights.
In order to do certain things,
I think
that's why,
I think certain people like you kind of just had no real choice because of what you have to do. Like you know what I'm saying?
Their jobs and everything.
That was fucked up.
Yeah, they put a lot of people in a pitch with that. Yeah.
But then like you do research, you make your own choice.
Yeah, legit.
Everybody can make their own choice, but trying to force people to make a choice is stupid. You know, and then like on that topic specifically, like we went through a phase that I didn't really understand, where people would get vaccinated but then be blaming other people for not getting vaccinated. When like the whole thought process was like, okay, if you did it,
you're good.
Then you're good.
Right.
Why do you care?
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you care?
No, legit.
Like the whole point of you getting vaccinated is so that your chance significantly decreases, and then you passing it on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what they were under the impression of.
Right.
I knew that was bullshit, and I just was like, I'm just not.
And then with me, the thing that really like changed it for me, and like regardless of getting vaccinated or not, when I went to Georgia, I saw somebody in their car not wearing a mask. They put on the mask to leave the car and walk in the building, and then took off the mask to sit down and eat. I was like, none of that chain of thought made sense. You might as well just walked in.
Right.
Or I'll see people get in their car and put a mask on. I'm like, why are you putting a mask on in your car?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
As if you have more of a chance of getting it just from passing by someone, but not sitting in a space where it's permeating the air, mixing all of y'all, you know.
I just saw a lot of lack of thinking, you know, and then I was like, well, the most logical thing is to make sure that there's a lot of airflow, make sure that
wash your hands.
Wash your hands. If you want to keep your distance, whatever. But just like be aware of the airflow, or if you're gonna talk in a different direction, or talking like be conscious. Instead of like, I'm going fully suited, I'm this and that, I'm this, you know. When
dude, that shit was hilarious.
After you did the smallest amount of research, you would see that science was saying that the mask didn't stop anything from happening.
Dude,
so
That shit was
Wait, but I thought
hilarious.
it was decreased though.
No.
It was decreased, but like
but
still,
if both people were wearing masks,
yeah, that's the
like
only
if
time.
everyone is wearing a mask, then you're good. But if I'm wearing a mask and you're not wearing a mask, then it don't
And
matter.
then on top of that, when we found out that like scientifically being on a plane is safer than
I was just gonna bring that up too. Like, didn't you say it was safer on a plane? And that's a small ass
because it's
space.
constantly refreshed
But they
air. You know, like there was no mass. Like I feel like there should have been mass funding for like all buildings to get free like new air purifiers.
Like that,
There should have been like care packages sent out to every citizen. You know, we couldn't do basic shit. After I saw that we couldn't do basic shit, I was like, okay, well, there's many other agendas going on.
Yeah, 100%.
If we couldn't solve the solution would be to get people supplies, tell them to do this for a short amount of time, and then we'll be done.
Where they disinfected the whole streets and everything, right? Where was that?
The whole
That's
world
so
was
funny.
silly.
That's so funny.
But
whole world
but
was
what I'm
silly.
saying is no, because they kept all their residents in,
Mm-hmm.
and they
even
went and
get it.
disinfected like all the streets and stuff. I don't know if like sanitized it,
Mm-hmm.
like with the, you know, with the
And I
sprays
could
and
see
stuff.
like
So it's like-
scientifically that would make sense, but then like their approach after that didn't really make sense because they went to like after we've learned more about this thing, and I like we can't stay on this topic for that long, but like after we've learned more about that, like I forgot, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying right before that?
We were talking about them sanitizing all the streets and stuff.
Oh
You
yeah,
said-
yeah. So after they did that, like they started adopting like a zero COVID policy, right? And the more we've learned about COVID and like how deadly it is and how lethal it is and like the actual level of precaution that we need to take, them still operating on a zero COVID policy after like Omicron when the shit was more spreadable than anything ever. You know, when like 1 in 2 people had it.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like at that level of spread, you cannot have zero COVID. So the whole perspective of trying to do that and locking people in their houses and like that made no sense at that point. And I'm talking about 2021. I'm not talking about 2020. Because like when we had the Delta and all that shit, that was a different version. But like this version that spread that much was a lot less deadly scientifically, and like it just was more transmissible.
Yeah.
So it's like from my perspective, it like is not something to worry about. But if you're testing for it, of course you're going to
Well, I
find
feel like you can say that, but if you're immunocompromised and it is,
Yes,
something to
those
worry
people
about.
should always
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
What's
So I
different
feel
about
like-
their life now that wouldn't have been different in 2019?
Well, I'm saying that they probably still should have had like the quarantines and stuff in effect.
Yeah, that makes sense for those people, you know. And I'm saying this with like probably like 4 people that died in my family that close to me from this shit.
Yeah.
You know, like it.
Oh, you know, I'll be scared of getting sick. so.
People, we in America live a really unhealthy lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a bunch of stuff that's allowed to be in our food and all this stuff.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
ridiculous.
allowed in other
Sometimes
countries.
it's inevitable.
It's ridiculous.
Like, you can't even,
Like we're not equipped for anything, and especially if you're compromised already, you're definitely
Right.
not equipped. We
a lot
got
of people have underlying health issues, so
Yeah.
it's like you don't even know until.
and so many
until it
people make
happens.
money off people here having underlying health conditions.
Right.
You need to keep people sick so you can give them a reason to cure them.
I think COVID
And then you
was
can't
like,
actually cure anything because it doesn't make money to cure anything.
I think COVID was like weeding out the weak. Like if you got weak immune systems, just weeding out some of the few. Like just knocking some down real quick. It's a lot of people out here.
Yeah,
We was blessed not to.
A little population control.
I feel like we got a population problem, but it's only because we're not using.
Oh yeah.
The world,
Oh
the way
I was just
yes.
gonna say that, like,
yes.
yeah,
There's so much like empty land.
Dude.
because we have hella populated spaces.
We got
like,
really
you know what I mean?
dense
Like, there's,
spaces,
yeah,
especially
They do it like that on
Right.
purpose though.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's hella areas where people can live,
Yeah,
but they rather
Dude.
live on top of each other.
and it's like even like scientifically, even if
capitalize
they
off of
can't
that.
live in those places, we could have built roads. We could have built ways to get technology to them places.
Legit.
That's just not the goal.
Legit.
That don't make money.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
You know,
that's the thing.
making sure that everybody is safe does not make money.
Yeah, nothing makes sense about like this the way that we do stuff.
So important like that.
You wish what?
Money wasn't so important like that. Like
We made it important.
but it just goes to the hierarchy.
Every second
and
of
the
every
ego,
day,
though.
we're
That's really all
constantly
money
told
is.
that we need more money.
Yeah.
You know, no matter at what level of life you are, you're constantly still told like you need more. Like you get $1 million, and then you realize you broke.
Yeah, legit.
You know, like because
Legit.
you the brokest one in the people that then got $1 million.
Yeah, 100%.
$1 million is a lot of money to somebody that's broke.
Yeah,
You know, it's a lot of money to me
Yeah,
until I
legit.
make $1 million.
yeah.
You know, like,
And then now I'm the brokest millionaire. Yeah.
and it's like, should you be sad about that? You know, it's like, all right, I could kind of afford anything I want, but
Yeah.
can't afford an island.
Right.
That nigga got an island.
It's levels.
They not gonna let me in that room unless I got an island. So
Legit.
now I feel bad, but I can't tweet it. What about the millionaires and the billionaires' mental health?
Yeah, legit. I would be this. I feel like that. Like that's cool to like want more and want more, because it's always like how you going back to how you guys were talking about like working regular jobs. Like some people like that.
Yeah,
Some people don't mind just going to be a trash worker. You know what I'm saying?
because it's
They-
easy.
Yeah, like
It's
they're
like
cool
you
with
don't
that.
gotta solve some of these harder problems.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying they should be living a comfortable life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, they
That's
should
not
like
comfortable. You know what I mean?
the
Even
amount that we pay people is kind of ridiculous.
that's all I was saying. It was
The
more so
balance is
about
ridiculous.
the
Yeah.
paying.
Yeah, I think
you know what I
people.
mean? Having to do these jobs to live.
Yeah, having that kind of job or having certain jobs shouldn't put you at a certain point.
Exactly.
Like you shouldn't have to work 2 jobs to do anything. I feel like that's it.
Yeah.
That's kind of absurd to ask a human to. Oh no, you got to work here and here and here
Yeah.
to afford to live here. No,